You've got Pettigo, Lee, Boyle, Pritchett, and Wilkes. U-Pike ready to go now. U-Pike in orange across the chest, orange numerals, black trim for the Bears. Feltner and Wilkes to jump it up. Left to right for the Bears, and this top 25 matchup is underway with Feltner tapping it, and it is picked up quickly by Frazier, who finds Stone. Stone, the reigning conference player of the week, will bounce out high to Feltner. Lee gives chase. Stone again. Back on the left side, that is Feltner. Inside off the lane, kicks it out. Stone open, three on the way. That is short. Rebound taken in by Robbins. Missed the putback. Englert going to keep it alive. Mary Englert goes back up and gets two for U-Pike. So multiple chances for the Bears. A really good rebounding team. They find two early offensive rebounds. Campbellsville to the offensive end. Boyle inside for Wilkes, who has to jump up to keep it in play there. That pass a bit too far. Campbellsville keeps the possession. Pettigo works on the end line. Out front, Lee working against Stone. Needs help. Boyle open. Three on the way. That is hard. Rebound taken in by Robbins. Needs some help and has Stone. 2-0. U-Pike to the front court as they work ahead. Englert holds it out top. Hard pass left side to Robbins. Jumper is good for Sheridan Robbins. Robbins in there picking up the minutes vacated by Morgan Stamper, who's out tonight. Stamper has started all 22 games this season for U-Pike. Lee, right wing, hands it to Pritchett. Left side, Boyle, entry. Wilkes going to go to work quickly. Shot up, good for Caitlin Wilkes as she beats Robbins for 2 points. Full court pressure by the Lady Tigers. Feltner has to go long ahead to Stone. Now gets it back off the wing. Around Boyle. Frazier on the end line. Robbins runs herself into a pickle. Finds Stone, however, right side for three. That is hard. And the long rebound is corralled by Lauren Lee, who wants to run. Lee at the three-point line, down the middle. Now out, Boyle, up top, Pritchett, three. That is no good. It's going to climb up at the top of the backboard, and it's grabbed by Feltner, who has it poked out of her hands by Bailey Pettigo, and it'll be a baseline out of bounds here on the far end of the floor for U-Pike. They'll have 8 seconds to get it across. Feltner goes far side here to Englert, quickly ahead to Frazier. And now out front, Feltner between the circles holds it. Frazier to Feltner. They bounce off the elbow. Englert on the inline. Robbins cuts in, shovels one, looking for Feltner. He gets poked away. Frazier picks it up from 15 feet. Bailey Frazier hits the mid-range jumper. A couple of mid-range makes for the U-Pike, and 2.5 minutes gone by. They lead it 6-2. Lee back out to the trailer, Boyle, who feeds one inside. Nice pass to Wilkes. Goes up the right hand. That's good for Caitlin Wilkes. 2 points down low for the Lady Tigers, leading scorer. Wilkes just actually right at 15 points per game on the season. Frazier spins in the paint. Nearly lost her footing. Finds Englert, who has Stone on the end line. Short corner driving is Feltner. Frazier again. And now back into that far corner. Feltner to Englert at the elbow. That jumper no good. Maddie Boyle the rebound. A couple of players go down as Englert and Pettigo will slowly get back down the floor. Lauren Lee out front. Motions for Boyle to come through. Tries to split defenders. Now needs some help. This pass stolen. Feltner read it. Got the right arm in there. Took it away. And she's going to miss the bunny on the other end. Nice job by Maddie Boyle to get back into the play. Lee goes down and Stone kisses one in off the glass from about 5 feet. 8-4. U-Pike with a 4-point advantage. That has been the largest lead for them here this evening. Wilkes has it on the low block. At the elbow, Lee. Now into the corner, Boyle. Entry again to Wilkes. Left side, Pritchett will deck it. Leaves it with Pettigo. Back to Pritchett. Long two on the way. That is good for Courtney Pritchett. She hits that just off the free throw line, maybe 3 or 4 feet beyond the free throw line. 8-6 the score. 4 minutes gone by. Englert kicks one. Bailey kicks one away from Englert, and the ball goes right here into my table. And it will stay with U-Pike here. Far corner. The Bears out. Driving in, that is Robbins, throws one up, hits the front of the iron, and instead of falling straight down, it actually climbed right up over the top of it. It was a low line drive, flat shot here. This ball deflected. Pettigo will go grab it, and Campbellsville will stay with it. Closing in on 5.5 minutes. First quarter, Campbellsville trails 10-6. Pettigo working left side off the block, and that shot goes up and through. I don't know if that actually went off the glass or not, but Bailey Pettigo hits the shot with the left hand. Feltner working off of Englert. We're going to have a moving screen as Mary Englert was trying to run through. She got right in front of the defender and then just slammed on the brakes. And the officials call her for a moving screen, a turnover on U-Pike. That's the first foul in the basketball game. 5:10 to play in the period. Maddie Boyle will check out, and we get our first look tonight at Elizabeth Bertram, 5'6" sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. Lauren Lee on the offensive end. Bounces looking for Bertram, and that pass a little too flat. And it goes out of play. So a couple of uncharacteristic turnovers early for Lauren Lee, and that will bring us to the media stoppage here with 5 minutes even showing on the game clock. We'll step away. Campbellsville trails by 2. U-Pike basketball when we return. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Thanks for following Lady Tiger basketball. Now let's get you back to the action on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
10-8 our score. The Lady Tigers trail U-Pike. 5 minutes even to play in the first quarter. Campbellsville University returns to the floor with Sarah Sutton in the lineup, 5'10" junior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky. Back to play here as Haley Free is checked in for U-Pike. Haley Free, 5'8" graduate guard from Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Englert working in. Pettigo digs. Pritchett defends. Englert throws up a circus underhanded shot that goes through. Difficult finish by Englert. Back to a 4-point Campbellsville deficit. And this ball kicked. Feltner got the right shoe on it. Bailey Pettigo will pitch it in from this side closest to me. I'm opposite of the benches and the scorer's table. Pettigo out front, navigates off to the right side. Bounces, Pritchett on the end line, waits, Sutton, right wing, 3 on the way. That is in and out. Ball batted into the air and taken to the rebound by Frazier. Feltner shovels it back. Frazier working left side, spins into the middle. Now retreats a bit and throws up a one-handed fall-away shot that is short. Campbellsville back to the offensive end. Pettigo out to Sutton. Bailey running the offense. Lauren Lee out of the lineup here for the Lady Tigers. Under 4 minutes to play first quarter. Pettigo has Bertram left wing. Into the corner, Sutton. Englert closes in. Pritchett wants Wilkes, has her. Back to Pritchett. Jumper from 12 feet. Good for Courtney Pritchett. 12-10 the score. 3:39 to play first quarter. Campbellsville back to within a field goal. Haley Free in the far wing. Drives in. Throws up a shot. No good. Nice block out by Bailey Pettigo. Campbellsville comes to the offensive end. Pettigo has Wilkes. And now on the right side, Pritchett will deck it. She'll go right at Robbins. Right hand too strong. Actually hit the rim and fell down. Caitlin Wilkes gets the offensive rebound and puts it back. We're tied at a dozen. 3:05 to play in the first quarter. Feltner pressured heavily here by Bertram. Finally gets the step. Leaves it to a cutting Frazier. Now out. Robbins will try a 3. No good. Feltner between two Lady Tigers gets the rebound of the putback. And a handful of offensive rebounds thus far for U-Pike. has certainly aided their trips on the offensive end. Campbellsville's been able to get the first stop, but it's been a second stop that has plagued them thus far. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Campbellsville will keep the possession here. It actually got kicked. In for U-Pike is Hannah Roberts, 6-foot sophomore forward from Huntington, West Virginia. Also in for the Bears is Katie Colopy, 5'10 freshman forward from Cincinnati, Ohio. Pritchett catches the inbound. She'll work, stops the free throw line. Now Pedigo looking. Pritchett back. Bertram wide open. 3 on the way. That's going to be off to the left. Rebound taken in by Feltner. Kayla Luby in for the Lady Tigers. Luby, the 6'2 junior forward from B, Nebraska. Into the corner. That is Colopy. Back out to Roberts. That 3 is short, and the rebound taken in by the Lady Tigers. We'll see if they can run here as Bertram inside finds Luby, and take your pick. Feltner and Free both there. And I think you're going to get Free. Haley Free going to pick up the foul call. So 2 on the Bears as Kayla Luby will go to the free throw line. 72% on the year for the transfer from Concordia. For Campbellsville, Lauren Lee re-enters. Courtney Pritchett going to get a breather. 2:09 to play. Kayla Luby can tie it up here with the second free throw after making the first. Luby set, and the Southpaw's free throw is just off the mark, and the rebound taken in by Colopy. Haley Free will run the U-Pike offense here. 2 minutes to play. First quarter. Frazier off the wing. Wants Roberts. Has her. Roberts going to bulldog her way in, but Bertram digs, forces her to give it up. Now Feltner drives. That shot no good. The rebound taken in by Kayla Luby. Bailey Pedigo running ahead, far side of the floor, backs away. Now Bertram out top. Will deck it, go right at Colopy. The entry, and Colopy able to tie up Luby and take it away. Here Colopy spills to the ground. Haley Free needs help. Roberts to Colopy. She'll try a 3, and that is good for Katie Colopy, the freshman from Cincinnati. 17-13. U-Pike back out on top by 4. Campbellsville try to get a little closer here as we wind down this first quarter. Bailey Pedigo on the right side with the find as she hits Kayla Luby on the left block for 2 points. 65 seconds to play in the period. Campbellsville trails by 2, 17-15. Lauren Lee, did she get a hand on that free try? No, she did not. And I think had Haley Free just reached back and grabbed it, I don't know that the official could really see that. Maybe he did. But Free, what she did, she kind of planted her feet right at midcourt and kind of looked like a receiver in football, tried to tightrope the midcourt line and grab the basketball. It was almost like a dead giveaway. It was hard to tell from here, and the official was almost in the same spot I am. Turnover on U-Pike, gives it back to Campbellsville. We've got a whistle here away from the basketball on the Lady Tigers. This will be a moving screen, I believe, on Bailey Pedigo. So that gives it now right back to U-Pike. That's the first in the period on the Lady Tigers. So with 50 seconds or so remaining in this first quarter, U-Pike has it back. Free almost turned it over again. Gets it back from Engler on the handoff. Roberts in the corner. Works her way down the inline. It's going to be an offensive foul against Hannah Roberts here. And the Lady Tigers will get it back. 3 on U-Pike as a team. First on Roberts. I mentioned the turnovers at the top. The two teams have done pretty well in turnovers, but the last 3 trips, each team has turned the basketball over. There's about a 5-6 second differential between the shot clock and game clock here. The Lady Tigers trailing by 2. Lauren Lee in the logo at near midcourt. Defended by Free. Waits. Maddie Nally in the lineup for the Lady Tigers. Pritchett fakes the handoff to Bertram. 5 seconds. Bertram has that shot blocked by Feltner. It goes out of bounds, and it doesn't hit until there's a second left. So it hit on that far side in play, And it almost ran an extra 2 seconds off the clock before it went out of bounds. So Campbellsville here has 1 second with 6.5 on the game clock. Lauren Lee looking. So this is basically going to be a catch and shoot for somebody. Bertram has it, Feltner on her, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. And it may have worked out to where it went to the worst possible Lady Tiger in that scenario as Feltner, the leading shot blocker for U-Pike. She from that guard spot took care of the opening tip. Bertram going to check out. Allie Stone back in with 4.5 seconds remaining. First quarter, Feltner gets the breather. I mentioned Maddie Nally a moment ago, 6'2" sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. Englert going to throw it long. Catching is Colopy over the top of Nally. Nearly banked that in, and Campbellsville will dodge a bullet as Colopy was on the move trying to hit that three-point shot. It wasn't a great look with Nally closing out, but she did hit the back of the iron a bit strong, and it popped off hard, and that's where the first quarter will come to a close. 17-15, the Lady Tigers trail number 21 U-Pike by 2 points. We'll step away, take a timeout, come right back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CBTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Keltner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Keltner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at keltnercontracting.com.
This is Ginger High Colvin, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following today's coverage of CU basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
17-15, U-Pike leading Campbellsville here in the mountains of eastern Kentucky. Matt Payton with you. The Lady Tigers back at home on Saturday against Lindsey Wilson College. They are the lone matchup tonight, I believe, in the Mid-South Conference, as there were very few teams with non-conference games remaining. I think earlier this week, Freed Hardeman may have had one against Welch, which they won. Campbellsville to work here. Lauren Lee inside. A little contact from Colopy. Throws one up. Been able to kiss it in. It hits the back of the iron, front of the rim, and falls through. Lauren Lee ties it up 17 each way. Lee, Pritchett, Luby, Nally, and Boyle the 5 for Campbellsville. Right side long 2 for Robbins is good. Sheridan Robbins, as I mentioned earlier, picking up the minutes left by Morgan Stamper, who is out of the lineup tonight. Stamper averaging 11 points, 11 rebounds per game this season. Left side, Boyle bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett, a couple of dribbles, now needs some help. Has Lee out front, 12 to shoot. Nally off the right side, has Pritchett straight away. Entry, Luby quickly, and they're going to wave it off. They're going to call 3 seconds. Right about the time Luby was turning to shoot, the official on that far side and what they refer to as the Cadillac position called the 3 seconds. So 19-17, U-Pike will come back down the floor with a chance to add to its lead. Stone, Englert, Free, Colopy, and Robbins, the 5 for the Bears. Inside is Stone, needs some help. Back to Robbins, shuffle the feet. Steps called on Robbins. And the turnover here on U-Pike will give it back to the Lady Tigers. Courtney Pritchett right in front of me will pitch it in to Lauren Lee. Campbellsville trailing by 2. Lee down on the end line, needs some help. Has Pritchett inside the arc. And now Boyle decks it left side, runs into some traffic. Out, wing, triple, bang. Courtney switch it with an Edward Jones 3. The Lady Tigers have, I believe, their first lead of the day, 20-19. Stone off the screen from Robbins. Caitlin Wilkes back in for the Lady Tigers. Englert holds it out front. Faces up with Pritchett. Pritchett does a nice job. Has to give it up. That is Free. Now out to Robbins. 3 is long over everything. Colopy tries to save it and play. It goes out of bounds down to the end line, and the Lady Tigers will throw it in. With 8:10 to play in the first half, they lead by 1, 20-19. Lauren Lee brings Campbellsville to the front court. Right side. Out top now, Boyle. Nally Back to Boyle on the wing right side. Can't shoot it as Stone closes in. Entry, Wilkes up off glass, a little short. Rebound taken in by Robbins. It was stolen by the Lady Tigers. Lee bluffs the shot. Drives right side. Pritchett, three. Bang! Courtney Pritchett with two made. Edward Jones, 3-point field goals here in the last couple of trips. And Campbellsville matches U Pike's largest lead of 4 points now. 23-19. Englert around, kicks it out. That is Colopy. Comes back, working against Nally. Has to throw one up high as the 6-footer Nally does a nice job defensively. Missed shot, rebound to Pritchett. Boyle backs away. Kicks it. Left side, Pritchett bluffs the shot. Englert closes out hard, driving. Out to Lee. Campbellsville has U Pike out of sorts defensively. Pritchett again. Baseline jumper for Nally. Ooh, around and out, no good for Maddie Nally, and U Pike comes the other way here. 23-19 the score. Englert leaves it with Stone. Stone working left side of the lane. Throws up a contested shot, around and out for her. Wilkes closed in. Nally there to claim the rebound. Lauren Lee, right side, steps through. Little floater on the way. Good for Lauren Lee. Nice aggressive move by the sophomore. Coach Clifton Williams wants a timeout as the Lady Tigers on a bit of a run here in this second quarter. Campbellsville trailed by 4 earlier in this second quarter now. The Lady Tigers have outdone U Pike 10-2 to take the lead. This is a full timeout. We'll step away. 6:33 to play in the first half. Lady Tigers lead it by 6 here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Today's coverage of Tiger Athletics has been made possible by Taylor County Bank. Online banking options and 3 community locations are designed to better serve you. Taylor County Bank, Taylor County's only locally owned bank.
This portion of our Tiger basketball broadcast has been funded by Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price. Local agents, local service. Best of luck, Tigers, from Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
.981. That is the number of points Courtney Pritchett has in her Lady Tiger career, thanks to the 10 that she has scored in the first half tonight. She needed just 29 points this weekend, entering play to join the 1,000-point club for Campbellsville University and their women's basketball program. Pritchett, 10 points here, now 19 points away. I sent a text to head coach Ginger High Colvin and Miranda Denny earlier this week, just letting them know how close Courtney was. And Miranda Denny on cue said, I'm fine if she gets all 29 in Pikeville this week, and she just might do it. Englert working in against Pritchett. Shot up off glass, good for Mary Englert. And U Pike out of the timeout gets the score, 25-21 now. Just over 6 minutes to play. And Courtney Pritchett's insoles doing just fine as she's hit a couple of Edward Jones threes. She's got another try here, 3 on the way. Bang! Courtney Pritchett with a second quarter trifecta. Campbellsville extends the lead back to 7. It's actually up to 7. 6 was their largest a moment ago. Now a 7-point advantage as it's a football score, 28-21. Pritchett now needs 16 points for the 1,000-point club. Feltner driving in, and that is some nice hang time by Feltner. Kind of hesitated a bit as she left her feet to let Lauren Lee fly by and kind of threw up a shot from behind her head, but got the finish. Pritchett between the circles, Campbellsville by 5. Left corner, Boyle. Now Pettigo, entry to Wilkes, has to gather and go up. Shot's no good. Pettigo there to claim the miss. We're going to have a whistle on the back end of this, and a foul will go against U Pike. That's going to be on Frazier. Her first on the Bears in the second quarter. So Bailey Pettigo will go to the free throw line here for Campbellsville University. Free throw here is good. There are some a basketball team behind me, a Little League basketball team of young ladies, and they started to scream at Bailey, but they waited until she actually let the ball go. This free throw on the way is good. So Bailey gets a pair, 30-23. Campbellsville leads by 7. Robbins on that far side, pressured by Pritchett. Now they get it back to Feltner out top with Bertram hanging out right with her. Bertram nearly a takeaway and actually got dribbled off of Bertram's leg as she had stumbled down to try to take it away from Feltner. Back tap. Wilkes picks it up. Bertram knocked it away from Englert. It went right into the midsection of Caitlin Wilkes. Here comes Campbellsville once again. Pritchett hands it to Lee. Inside over the top. Lee looking for Wilkes. Too much on it, and Lauren Lee has had a couple of those here in this ball game, trying to make something happen. Just too much on that pass. Hannah Roberts going to re-enter for Robbins. 30-23 the count. 4:35 to play. First half. Matt Payton with you in Pikeville, Kentucky. The final meeting between these two clubs here in Pikeville, as the Bears will head to the Appalachian Athletic Conference next season. Here's a three from Robbins. Is good. That is actually Roberts. Hannah Roberts with the three. 20% on the season from deep. Hits one there. Pritchett on the dribble. Motions for Pettigo. Has her out front. Back to Pritchett. Wants the entry to Wilkes. Wilkes to Pettigo. Left side, Bertram. Bluffs the shot. Drives in against Stone. Little underhanded shot. No good for Burt. And here comes Englert the other way. Englert spins away from some traffic. Left side kicks to Frazier. Open three. No good. Frazier was all over it. It just didn't go down. Campbellsville sprints ahead. Lee at the elbow. Out. Pritchett. Three. That is no good. Wilkes, an easy rebound. She's fouled from behind by Englert. The entire bench on that far side stood up immediately. As soon as Courtney Pritchett caught it, they were all on their feet. Englert picks up her second. This will send Caitlin Wilkes to the free throw line for the Lady Tigers. They lead 30-26. 3:36 to play in the first half. Wilkes, shot on the way. That one is good. Wilkes averaging 15 points a night for the Lady Tigers. She hits that one as well. She has 8 in the ball game here. She and Courtney Pritchett have combined for 21 of the 32 for CU. Feltner to Roberts. Frazier grabs it now. Feltner again as Bertram gives chase. Feltner calls for some help. Spins away instead. Goes far corner. Roberts a quick catch and shoot. That is no good. Nice block out underneath by Bertram. Here comes Lauren Lee, who picked up the rebound. Lee sprints ahead. Feeds one through. She has Wilkes, who has 2 points. And Lauren Lee with the assist. It was hard to tell from me. I'm so far from that far end of the floor that it's almost hard just to get a clear look when there's a ton of bodies. But a nice pass in there. Here's a three by Stone. No good. Roberts the rebound. Too strong on the putback. And the Lady Tigers lead by 8. They can make it double figures with a bucket here. Lee, right side of the lane. Trailer is Wilkes. Jab step here. Now Pritchett, free throw line. Leaves one inside. Easy finish for Kit Kat. And Courtney Pritchett with the find. And we're going to have a stoppage here as, does somebody have blood on them? That maybe Bertram. Looks like, it looked like he pointed, the official on that far end pointed at the knee of Elizabeth Bertram. And yeah, it looks like she's got a little cut there. She may have went down earlier. Wilkes going to check out. Maddie Nally back in. So you've got Lee, Sutton, Nally, Luby, and Pritchett in the lineup for Campbellsville. 36-26. Lady Tigers by 10 points. Largest lead either way here. Double figures thanks to the bucket inside by Wilkes. Wilkes up to 12 points in the game. Inside, Frazier, reverse layup. Tough finish by Bailey Frazier. 36-28. Pritchett on the right wing. Looking down inside. Now they come around to Nally. Wants the entry. Has Luby. Quickly falls away with the left hand. No good. And Sutton and Englert crash into one. Sutton smiling there as she kind of ran in for that rebound. Took Englert out. But the foul will go against Sarah Sutton. First on the Lady Tigers in the second quarter. First on Sutton. 2 minutes to play. First half. Campbellsville leads by 8. Roberts holds it left side. Now Frazier bounces to Feltner out top. Feltner goes right corner. Frazier, elbow Englert. Nally runs at her. Englert retreats one step, takes the mid-range jumper and hits it off the dribble to the left side. Englert hit it off the right elbow. 36-30, closing in on 90 seconds to play in the half. Right side, Pritchett. Frazier defends inside the Lee, circles back out. Sutton, left side, Pritchett. They want Luby, haven't been able to get it to her yet. Lee right side, this is Sutton, quick release, three on the way, short, long rebound, chased down by Stone, who closed in on Sutton as the shot was released. 70 seconds to play in the half. Allie Stone, the reigning conference player of the week, sends one off to Roberts. Stone has it back. Inside now, Frazier finds Englert. Feltner with a ball fake, wants to drive, throws up a shot, no good. Frazier catches, back out. Stone open, runs away from Nally, throws up a floater in the lane. It's blocked from behind by Nally. Now Feltner lost it, and a shot clock violation as U-Pike never got it on the rim. The Stone shot was blocked. Wilkes going to check back in. Bertram back in. Luby and Nally check out. 47.6 seconds remaining. 36-30 the score. Campbellsville would like to extend before the break. You could go 2 for 1, but I don't think the Lady Tigers are going to force that as they run their half-court set in the corner. Bertram gets around. Englert now runs into some traffic, needs help. Lee has to jump up and catch it. Pritchett off the Lee screen. Lee again, 5 seconds, driving in, spinning. Bertram out, may have gotten away with steps, tries to hand one underneath the Wilkes, so we're going to have an offensive foul on Bertram as the Lady Tigers really never got anything good on that possession. Nice job defensively by U-Pike. So the Bears now can hold for the final shot of this first half. 36-30. Feltner working against Lee, gets the step and gets the finish. 5 seconds. Campbellsville can go quickly. Little hiccup there between Pettigo and Lee as both of them kind of thought they wanted the other one to throw it to them, and that cost the Lady Tigers a second or two as Lee heaves one up from 70 feet or so, and it was well short. And that's where the first half will come to a close. Nice job by Sierra Feltner to get a late bucket for the Bears. They draw to within 4. Campbellsville's largest lead was 10 points. They were actually up 36-26, so U-Pike scores the last 6 of the first half to make it a 4-point ball game. 36-32 your score. We'll step away, take a time out here, come back and look at the numbers. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Tiger sports fans, tickets for your favorite in-season Tiger teams are on sale now. On the field or in the gymnasium, Campbellsville University gladly welcomes you. As a reminder for your game day visit, the H&W Sports Shop has all the latest CU apparel. Look for the tickets tab at campbellsvilletigers.com and secure your seat today.
The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is home to over 65,000 student athletes and 250 colleges and universities. The NAIA hosts over 25 championships across North America. Our 21 conferences give out $600 million in athletic scholarships annually. The NAIA prides itself on character-driven athletics. Learn how you can become a part of the NAIA by visiting NAIA.org. With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Visit chiropractic.campbellsville.edu to discover the steps in becoming a chiropractor. Ready to jumpstart your healthcare career? Become part of the next generation of chiropractors at CU. Campbellsville University's Doctor of Chiropractic program offers hands-on training from experienced professionals and gives you the business foundation you need to succeed. Visit chiropractic.campbellsville.edu for more information.
Coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Keltner Contracting Halftime Report.
Halftime in Pikeville. Matt Payton with you as the Lady Tigers lead it by 4 points here at the mid-game break. Taking a look at the first half numbers, Campbellsville, 14 of 28 from the field, 50%. They were 3 of 11 from deep, 27.3%. All three of those makes coming off the fingertips of Courtney Pritchett. 5 of 6 at the charity stripe in the first half for the Lady Tigers. For U-Pike, they were 15 of 34, 44%. Just 2 of 12 from deep, that's 16.7%, and they did not take a trip to the free throw line here. For Campbellsville, they get 13 points from Courtney Pritchett. That is a game-high 13 points thus far. Pritchett with 13 on 5 of 8 shooting, 3 of 5 from deep, 2 rebounds, and an assist in the first half there for Swiss. Caitlin Wilkes had a dozen. 5 of 7 shooting for Wilkes. She was 2 of 2 at the line with 4 rebounds. Campbellsville got 4 points from Bailey Pettigo. Pettigo was 1 of 1 from the floor. Had a couple of free throw tosses, 2 rebounds, 2 assists there in the first half for B. Lauren Lee also with 4 points, 3 assists, 2 boards for Lauren Lee. 3 points from Kayla Luby in the first 20 minutes. Luby had 2 boards there in the first half for Campbellsville. Maddie Nally, Maddie Boyle, Elizabeth Bertram, and Sarah Sutton all saw time, failed to score. Maddie Boyle had 3 first half assists for Campbellsville. For U-Pike in the first half, they were led by Mary Englert. She was 4 of 5 from the field en route to 8 points, 2 assists for Englert. Sheridan Robbins had 6 points in the first half. Sierra Feltner with 6 points. She had 5 rebounds, an assist, a block, a steal. Bailey Frazier with 4 points. Katie Colopy had 3 points and 3 more from Hannah Roberts as Colopy and Roberts hit the 2 3-point field goals for U-Pike. 2 points from Allie Stone there in the first half, and that rounds out the scoring for U-Pike as Haley Free saw 8 minutes. She did not score. Some of the team numbers here. Total rebounds, 16-14 in favor of the Lady Tigers. U-Pike with 6 on the offensive end. Campbellsville 4 offensive rebounds. The Lady Tigers 12 on the defensive side, just 8 for the Bears. Campbellsville 10 assists on their 14 made shots. 10 assists, 1 steal, and 7 first half turnovers. For U-Pike, they finished with 5 assists, 2 steals, and 5 first half turnovers. The enhanced scoring, they didn't bring the stat sheet over. There's just a few of the enhanced scoring columns available here. Points off turnovers, 12-3 in favor of U-Pike, and that may actually be the only enhanced scoring number available to me, as that does not track here on the screen without the stat sheet showing, and I also can't see largest leads. I know Campbellsville led by 10, but there goes 36-26, so I can't see lead time and when they changed hands and all that. I'll see if I can track that down in just a bit. But that's where we stand here at halftime. Campbellsville leads U-Pike 36-32. We'll step away, take an extended timeout, come back, and bring you second half action. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Pursue a diverse and rewarding career through Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. Offering courses in film, journalism, broadcasting, and public relations, CU's Mass Communication program provides a diverse and unique experience for each student. At Campbellsville University's dedicated Mass Communication Center, produce, record, and edit programs for radio and TV. With state-of-the-art technology, equipment, and multiple studios, CU's new facility provides a professional environment for students to grow their knowledge with hands-on experience. In front of or behind the camera, our expanded course options will help you find your calling at Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. For more information, contact us at 270-789-5210 or visit us online at campbellsville.edu. Press play on your career with a mass communication degree at Campbellsville University.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CBTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says Go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Keltner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Keltner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at keltnercontracting.com.
Today's coverage of Tiger Athletics has been made possible by Taylor County Bank. Online banking options and 3 community locations are designed to better serve you. Taylor County Bank, Taylor County's only locally owned bank.
This portion of our Tiger basketball broadcast has been funded by Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price. Local agents, local service. Best of luck, Tigers, from Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
Tiger sports fans, tickets for your favorite in-season Tiger teams are on sale now. On the field or in the gymnasium, Campbellsville University gladly welcomes you. As a reminder for your game day visit, the H&W Sports Shop has all the latest CU apparel. Look for the tickets tab at campbellsvilletigers.com and secure your seat today.
The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is home to over 65,000 student athletes and 250 colleges and universities. The NAIA hosts over 25 championships across North America. Our 21 conferences give out $600 million in athletic scholarships annually. The NAIA prides itself on character-driven athletics. Learn how you can become a part of the NAIA by visiting naia.org. With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Visit chiropractic.campbellsville.edu to discover the steps in becoming a chiropractor. Ready to jumpstart your healthcare career? Become part of the next generation of chiropractors at CU. Campbellsville University's Doctor of Chiropractic program offers hands-on training from experienced professionals and gives you the business foundation you need to succeed. Visit chiropractic.campbellsville.edu for more information.
I'll never forget the day I decided to go out for the football team. Mr. Banks, the JV football coach and my history teacher, asked me to stay after class. I thought I was in trouble. He said, "Hey, Darius, have you thought about going out for football? I think you'd be great." Fact is, I never played football. Fact is, I never had anyone tell me I'd be great at something. So, with no experience at all, I signed up. And a week later, I padded up. and was running drills on the field. I never was great, but playing high school sports was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was accepted by my teammates, and I learned that when someone believes in you, you can believe in yourself.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the KHSAA and the Kentucky High School Athletic Directors Association.
Coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Keltner Contracting Halftime Report.
Halftime in Pikeville. Matt Payton with you as the Lady Tigers and U Pike Bears both back out on the floor are ready to go here, but we've got a full-on concert that's broken out, and they've stopped the clock with 3:59. So hopefully we've reached the, not that the guy did a terrific job, but I believe let's get the basketball game going, folks. And so they have started the clock, and there's about 4 minutes left. So they added, through all that, they added maybe 90 seconds to 2 minutes to this halftime period, which is kind of a rarity, but they had multiple performances. The U Pike dance team, then a young group in here as well, and then the violinist on the far side did a great job. But I'm ready for second half action here as the Lady Tigers lead U Pike by 4. Got the stat sheet, so some of the numbers that we were missing. We'll go over the enhanced scoring as we would normally. Points in the paint, Campbellsville an 18-16 advantage. Off turnovers, I did mention this before we took that break, 12-3 in favor of U Pike. Second chance points 9-6 in favor of the Lady Tigers, and fast break points 4-3. We never really tracked that too much. I think it's hard to keep it accurately, but they do have it 4-3 in favor of the Lady Tigers, and then bench points 6-3 in favor of the Bears. Score was tied twice. The lead changed hands one time in that first half. U Pike led for the biggest portion of the period. The first 20 minutes, Campbellsville in the second quarter would take the lead and get up by as many as 10. U Pike's largest lead was 4 points. They did that a couple of times before Campbellsville would take the advantage, and that's where we stand here. The foul situation, pretty non-existent. Really, the only young lady in any trouble at all here is Mary Englert. She has 2 fouls. We've got one each on Bailey Frazier, Haley Free, and Hannah Roberts. For Campbellsville, 3 young ladies with 1 foul each, Bailey Pettigo, Maddie Nally, and Elizabeth Bertram. And that rounds out the foul situation for Campbellsville University. Tori Cox producing our broadcast back in the AutoSmart studio. Thank you so much, Tori. We'll step away here, take a 60-second timeout, a 1-minute break, come back and bring you second half action as the Lady Tigers lead U Pike at halftime 36-32. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CBTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Keltner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Keltner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at keltnercontracting.com.
Coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Keltner Contracting Halftime Report.
Less than a minute remaining here on this halftime clock. They may just go ahead and wind it down here in the Expo Center. Matt Payton with you as Campbellsville leads number 21 U Pike, a top 25 matchup here. The Bears have won 12 straight games. Their last loss December the 8th against Thomas More. They'll host the Saints on Senior Day here in Pikeville, the final day of the regular season. That's on February the 18th. So that could be a big one here. Campbellsville with a win would tie Thomas More atop the Mid-South Conference standings as they sit a half game behind the Saints currently, thanks to this rescheduled game with the Bears. U-Pike, though, a lot on the line for them as well. You start to think about it, and you've got Campbellsville twice, counting the second half, and once more next Saturday. Then you've got Thomas More again also. So U-Pike at 13-3 in league play. They still kind of, for the most part, control their own destiny to some degree if they were to win out. Left side, this is Robbins for U-Pike as they start with the basketball. She'll skip it far corner to Stone. Gets around Lee. Now Englert at the free throw line. Will take a jumper. No good. Caitlin Wilkes the rebound. Quick outlet to Lauren Lee, who wants to run. She's in the middle around Englert. Throws one up. Can't get it to go. Feltner the rebound, but she falls to the ground. She and Robbins came together, and a little friendly fire there as Robbins knocked her teammate Feltner to the ground on the rebound attempt. And Campbellsville will keep it thanks to the contact. And U-Pike did have possession. And they'll actually put the shot clock at 30 seconds here. Pritchett off the inbounds. Free throw line jumper on the way. No good. Rebound to Wilkes. Looking for some room to work. Now Pettigo through. Has Pritchett right wing. Triple on the way. That is no good. Pettigo battles Robbins, but Robbins able to come out of there with it. Needs some help. Finally Feltner there. Long ahead, looking for Stone. Stone off the right wing, drives in, gets the step and the finish, and it's a 2-point basketball game. Campbellsville quickly the other way. Lauren Lee leaves it right side with Pettigo. Lauren Lee back to the middle here. She's on the dribble. Feltner defending. Pettigo left side, inside now to Wilkes, working against Robbins. Throws up a shot off the window, good for Caitlin Wilkes. That's a tall task, literally and figuratively, for Sheridan Robbins, the sophomore. Try to slow down Wilkes. Robbins listed at 5'9", not quite as physical as Stamper. And here Feltner going to be called for steps out front. So Feltner turns it over, 38-34, 90 seconds gone by in the third quarter. The Lady Tigers can extend their lead. Lauren Lee bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett, a jab step, now drives baseline. Going to go reverse, flicks one up, no good. Ball battled for. Frazier couldn't control it. Pettigo grabs it. Pettigo to Lee. Now Pritchett working against Frazier. Stops, left side, Boyle wide open, bang! Maddie Boyle and Edward Jones pay out. Courtney Pritchett found her in the far side corner. 41-34, 7-point margin. Feltner between the circles with Boyle defending. Dribbles, hands one underneath to Englert. It's raked away from behind by Pettigo, but she couldn't quite grab it before it hit the end line. And it'll stay with you. Pike 13 on the shot clock, 7:43 left in this third quarter. Stone to inbound. As Englert out right wing. Englert finds herself open, and a wide open three drained by Englert. I'm not exactly sure if Campbellsville went man-to-man out of that play there. Inside, Pettigo has Wilkes. She got a high five from Robbins. Gets the finish, no call, but Wilkes with another bucket for CU. 6 points the margin. Frazier out front. Feltner won't shoot it. Working left side of the lane. Down on the inline, Robbins drives in, kicks. Frazier driving now. Inline, runs into Wilkes. Shot no good as she ran into Wilkes, and the shot came up well short. Pritchett grabbed it ahead. Lee throws up the shot off the window. Good for Lauren Lee. Campbellsville up 8, 7 minutes to go. Third quarter. Lady Tigers really, really like the run. When they get into transition, make it tough on teams. Stone out to Robbins. Cut off here by Pritchett. Now right wing. Frazier leaves it for Englert, who runs into Wilkes. Lady Tigers dig there. Try to force Englert to give it up. She does. Feltner will try a three. That is no good. Hard. Frazier the rebound. Out to Stone. Left side. She's open. Three on the way. Good for Allie Stone. Stone 2 times this season has won the Conference Player of the Week. Pritchett. Now Lee. Pettigo mentioning the Player of the Week there. You think whoever wins this game has a really good chance at maybe having a Player of the Week honoree, as most teams are just going to get one game in league play. Bouncing, Englert ahead off the turnover there as Campbellsville misplayed it, and it's a 3-point game. Coach Clifton Williams wants a timeout with 6 minutes showing. A 30-second timeout, I believe, will become a media stoppage here. We'll step away, take a break, come back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
.45-42, the Lady Tigers lead U-Pike here in the Expo Center. Matt Payton with you. Campbellsville back in action on Saturday against Lindsey Wilson for a men's and women's doubleheader in the Powell Center. 1 and 3. Be sure to join us for that one. Make it to the Powell Center if you can. Always fun when the Blue Raiders come a-calling. Mentioned that the winner of this game might have an inside track at a Conference Player of the Week honor. Most teams just going to get the one game. And I think Freed had the game against Welch. There may have been someone else on Monday night that played. But very few teams in the league will get 2 games this week. So here early for Campbellsville, Pritchett and Wilkes, both big performances. The key is to come out of here with a win, however. Pritchett holds him to the left side. Entry to Wilkes, right back to Pritchett. She'll drive, cut off on the end line. Now Bertram, 10 to shoot. Pritchett catches, wants Wilkes, has her quick move. She's fouled and one for Caitlin Wilkes. Hannah Roberts into the lineup. Fouls Wilkes. Her second, first on the Bears, and Caitlin Wilkes with a return trip to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers. Wilkes with 18, give her 19 points in the ball game. 19.6 rebounds for Wilkes. Her career best is 24. Feltner on the right wing. Campbellsville leads by 6. Back out to Stone. Bertram closes in. Now Stone into the short corner. Frazier, she drives. Back to Stone, right wing. Can't shoot it, and she's bumped and fouled here by Bertram as Bertram tried to close in there and take away a driving lane. Ran into Stone. And Campbellsville's first in the half. Second on Bertram. Thank you. Stone will pitch it in here. 48-42. Campbellsville with the and one off the hands of Wilkes. Here's this pass by Feltner. Nowhere close to Roberts. Wilkes knocked it away and picked it up. Campbellsville the takeaway. Lady Tigers to the front court. Trailer is Wilkes. She wanted to. Didn't shoot the 3 from straight away. Lauren Lee working right wing. Bounces down to the end line. Pritchett faces up. Wanted Wilkes, not there. Now Bertram will try a 3. We're going to have steps called on Bertram, and this will turn it over back to U-Pike here. 48-42 remains the score. And this will bring us to a media stoppage as the Lady Tigers will send Maddie Boyle back into the lineup with 4:47 to play third quarter. We'll step away, take a timeout. Campbellsville by a half dozen here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Today's coverage of Tiger Athletics has been made possible by Taylor County Bank. Online banking options and 3 community locations are designed to better serve you. Taylor County Bank, Taylor County's only locally owned bank.
This portion of our Tiger basketball broadcast has been funded by Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price. Local agents, local service. Best of luck, Tigers, from Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
48-42, 4:47 to play third quarter. The Lady Tigers leading Pikeville in a top 25 matchup. Campbellsville paced thus far by Caitlin Wilkes with 19 points. Courtney Pritchett has 13. For U-Pike, Mary Englert with 11. Allie Stone has 9. Bailey Frazier to trigger it in. Sierra Feltner with her here in the backcourt. Interesting tidbit on Frazier. I'll try to get to that at some point before we close out our broadcast. She and her sister Brooklyn both on this U-Pike team. Feltner holds it out front. Skip pass, left corner, Frazier, 3 on the way. That is good for Bailey Frazier. Now just as good a time as any, perhaps, as the Lady Tigers come back to the front court here. I'll try to get to that story on Frazier in a moment if I can. Get a stoppage, perhaps. Lauren Lee, left side. Gets it back now from Pritchett. Lee will set it up with 13 to shoot. Just over 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. And here a moving screen. Campbellsville, they're going to call Courtney Pritchett. It almost looked like Englert just stumbled and fell. I missed the contact there. So Pritchett's first, second on the Lady Tigers. Frazier's aunt, Vanessa Nichols, played for Ginger Highcolvin at Campbellsville High School. Kind of a cool story. She plans to get to the game next week in Campbellsville. So Frazier, Brooklyn, and Bailey Frazier's aunt. There's cool stuff as Allie Stone hits the jumper here, and it's a 1-point ball game all of a sudden. U-Pike has made some inroads here on the other side. Boyle with a floating shot that is no good. Englert had the rebound and comes out of the pile with it as there were multiple bodies around her. Englert kicks it out to Stone. 48-47. Campbellsville by 1 into the corner. Frazier for the lead. That is hard. Rebound is tied up as Roberts and Lee come together. The arrow goes to the Lady Tigers here with 3:18 to play in the third quarter. Bailey Frazier had a clean look out of that far side corner. A little full court pressure out near midcourt. Really, they started to trap Lee. She was able to get rid of it. Pritchett. Now the entry from Boyle to Luby, and she is fouled underneath. We'll see if that's Englert or Roberts. Somebody's getting number 3 here. And that's on Hannah Roberts. I think if you're Coach Clifton Williams, without your first teamer in the Mid-South Conference a year ago, Morgan Stamper, despite the fact that Roberts playing some big minutes in the post spot, you don't want to lose Englert. Lee out to Pritchett from the elbow. Jumper. Good. Courtney Pritchett mishandled it a bit, pulled it back in, and sinks the mid-range off the elbow. I look down and Lauren Lee a little gimpy getting back down the court. We'll keep an eye on her. In fact, Bailey Pettigo coming back in. So something the Lady Tigers saw as well, that she might be a little nicked up. Frazier driving, leaves it out to Roberts. Roberts into the corner. Stone, 3 on the way. Good for Allie Stone. We're tied at 50. Pritchett gets the handoff here from Lee. Tied at 50 off the Allie Stone triple. Lauren Lee crosses over, working against Stone. Stops. Nally out top. Pritchett drives, backs away, cutting the inline is Boyle. Has Luby, goes up the shot, won't go. Nally the rebound. She's fouled by Stone, and Maddie Nally cleaning up the offensive glass. Will go to the nail here. Foul on Stone is her first. 3 on U-Pike as a club. 2:01 to play in the third quarter. Lee and Boyle checking out. Pettigo and Bertram back in. And Lauren Lee not even going to visit with Derek Port or have much to say to either coach. So it appears that Lauren Lee is just fine. Maddie Nally's free throw here is good. One more coming for Nally, who's gotten quite a few minutes here tonight. Nice to see her getting the burn. And about 10 minutes for Nally. Hits both free throws, a couple of rebounds in this game, and a block as well. 6'2" wingspan for Nally makes a big difference. Inside this pass for Roberts, too strong. She couldn't handle it. Stone was looking for Roberts, threw it away. Campbellsville gets it back, leading by 2, 1:52 to play in the third. Bailey Pettigo running the point spot here for CU. Motioning the offense. Nally goes down to the corner to Bertram. Bounces out front. Pritchett goes opposite the Luby screen. Between defenders, little finger roll. Good for Courtney Pritchett. 2 more for her. She's got 17 in the ball game. Now just 12 away from 1,000. Stone and Haley Free go back and forth with it out top. Free bounces to Englert, spins, jumper off the lane. No good. Englert falls down. Nally the rebound. Pettigo wants to push. Pettigo gets past Englert. Inside. Luby catches, goes up, shot no good. Ball batted out. Nally had it knocked away on the rebound. And now Courtney Pritchett collects it. Pettigo calls out the play. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Campbellsville by 4. They'd like to extend. Bertram left wing. They can't get it to Luby. Nally one dribble, has Pritchett at the elbow. Out. Bertram bluffs the shot, drives, little floater on the way. No good. Bertram gets her own miss. Comes underneath. Back out to Pritchett on the right wing. Campbellsville with multiple chances here on this trip. They've got to cash in. Down to 10 to shoot. 32 on the game clock. Luby sets the screen. Pritchett wanted Luby to roll. Now has her. Kicks it. Pettigo driving in line. 3 seconds. Between defenders, off the window with 1 on the shot clock. Bailey Pettigo pitches it through. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. 56-50. Free into the corner. That is Frazier. She's open. 2 Lady Tigers close out. Missed the shot. Free with a rebound. Throws it away. 4 seconds. Nally on the ground. And inside, Englert found Roberts. Shot rims out at the buzzer. The Lady Tigers, I thought, were going to get the other way, but Bertram had it poked free as she started to come back down the floor. Englert able to pick it up. Hannah Roberts misses one from 12 feet just off the painted area as the buzzer sounds. 56-50 the score. The Lady Tigers lead by 6 here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Visit chiropractic.campbellsville.edu to discover the steps in becoming a chiropractor. Ready to jumpstart your healthcare career? Become part of the next generation of chiropractors at CU. Campbellsville University's Doctor of Chiropractic program offers hands-on training from experienced professionals and gives you the business foundation you need to succeed. Visit chiropractic.campbellsville.edu for more information.
This is Ginger High Colvin, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following today's coverage of CU basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We head to the fourth quarter. The Lady Tigers lead by 6. Matt Payton with you in the Eastern Kentucky Exposition Center in the mountains of Pikeville, Campbellsville. We'll see the Bears once again here in just a few days, the 11th of February. Home game against Lindsey Wilson, a road trip to Shawnee State, and then U Pike will come a-calling before Senior Day on the 16th, and then Campbellsville closes out with a road trip at Cumberland. Bear basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Free and Stone working with it. Englert out there. Frazier and Sheridan Robbins as well. The 5 for U Pike. Frazier to Free. Now Stone at the elbow. Englert one dribble. Slides to the left and hits the mid-range jumper. Mary Englert another bucket for U Pike. 56-52. Campbellsville has lead. Bertram, Pettigo, Pritchett, and Wilkes out there. Pettigo bounces to Pritchett. Skips it right side. Bertram, 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound is battled for and taken by Stone. Campbellsville leads by 4. Free into the corner. 3 on the way by Robbins. No good. That's long. Stone grabs the rebound away from Pettigo. Falling down has Robbins. Jumper off the end line. Too strong. Frazier tracks it down. Another chance for U Pike. Englert run off the spot. Now a step back 3 is short. Finally, Bailey Pettigo grabs it for CU, and she has it knocked away. Englert picks it up right in front of the Lady Tiger bench. Englert gets around Lee, and then Pettigo called on the reach-in as she tried to steal it from behind. Thank you. So that's 2 on Bailey. First on Campbellsville. That one on the floor. Pitch it into Frazier here. Free, the inbounder, gets it back, but won't shoot it off the short corner. Skips it left wing. Stone with a ball fake, drives in. Robbins working, Across the lane to Free. Needs some help. Back to Robbins. Drives right down the middle. Avoids Wilkes but missed the shot. Kit Kat the rebound for the Lady Tigers. She's got 7 tonight. Pettigo to Bertram. And now Lee out top. Left side open. Pritchett won't shoot it. She decks it right at Robbins. Has it raked away by Englert out of bounds. And Campbellsville with a 4-point lead will draw something up here. Baseline out of bounds opportunity with 8:17 to play in the basketball game. Lauren Lee to trigger it. Looking for Wilkes, not there, and finally throws it out deep to Pettigo as that 5-second call was getting close. Pettigo out front, Lee, crossover, off the screen, needs help, has Pritchett, long 2 on the way, that is no good. Rebound, Wilkes fighting for position, she's fouled. Wilkes was trying to create a little room to work and go back up with a shot. Foul on Robbins is her first. Colopy back in for Robbins as Caitlin Wilkes will go to the free throw line here for Campbellsville. She can make it a 6-point game. 8:02 to go. Free throw for Wilkes is around and out, no good. Campbellsville as a team had been 8 of 9 before that toss. Still a really good percentage today. Wilkes' second free throw is beautiful, and she gets 1 of 2, 57-52 the score. Feltner back in for Haley Free. Not a bad crowd on hand for U-Pike here tonight. This venue is so big and spread out, it's almost hard to appreciate how many folks are really here. Englert working right side, runs into Wilkes, and we're going to have a foul called against Wilkes here. Mary Englert will go to the free throw line. Englert on the season, 70% at the stripe, averages 14 points a game. She's done it all in the Mid-South Conference, really. Mary Englert has been a first-team member last year. Honorable mention in the league in the 2021 season. Her freshman year, 18-19, she was the freshman of the year and a second-team member of the Mid-South Conference. Playing out her eligibility here in her 5th year. She's taking advantage of the COVID year. Free throw here for Englert is short, just off the front of the rim. 57-52. Englert's second free throw is good, so she, like Wilkes, gets 1 of 2. It's a 4-point ball game. Lee, Boyle, Pritchett, Pettigo, and Wilkes the 5 for Campbellsville as Boyle checked in for Bertram. It's the starting 5 for the Lady Tigers. Lee between the circles. 7.5 to go. Working down right side. Wants Wilkes. Pettigo sets the screen. They get it to her. Out. Left wing. Pritchett. Open. 3. Bang! Courtney Pritchett for the 4th time tonight with an Edward Jones payout. Coach Ginger High Colvin wants a timeout. Pritchett now in the ball game with 20, I believe, as Campbellsville extends to a 7-point margin with 7:19 to go. We'll step away, take a break, come right back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Thanks for following Lady Tiger basketball. Now let's get you back to the action on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
60-53, the Lady Tigers with a 7-point advantage thanks to Courtney Pritchett's most recent Edward Jones bucket. Pritchett with 20 tonight. Caitlin Wilkes also 20. Pritchett 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and as I mentioned, 4 made Edward Jones threes. Wilkes 20 points, 8 boards, 4 rebounds, 2 dimes for her. She's 8 of 10 from the field. Campbellsville So with a lot of work to do here. As they lead by 7, Boyle gets the deflection. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay U Pike basketball. 6 seconds off the shot clock. Englert will get a breather for Coach Williams and company. Haley free, pressured by Boyle. Works right side. Now Feltner with it. Feltner out to a driving Colopy. Throws up a shot. They're going to wave it off. She runs over Bailey Pedigo. She got set up. Colopy left her feet, threw up the floater. And Katie Colopy with a hard luck foul there. Waves away the 2 points. Big call, and what a job by Bailey at the 6:57 mark. Campbellsville, the offensive end. Pritchett left side, Feltner defends. Is knocked away. Pritchett and Wilkes came together. They couldn't control it, and Feltner picked it up. Stone. Now Feltner. Here is Stone, left side 3. That is hard. Rebound taken in by Pedigo. Campbellsville the other way. Pedigo left side, bounces high post. Pritchett off the screen, wants Wilkes, can't get it to her. They go left side. Pedigo, now she does enter it. Double team comes, needing help. Wilkes to Pedigo, 5 to shoot. Bailey at the free throw line, working, spinning, throws up a shot, no good. Wilkes taps it up, it won't go, gets it back again, and 1 for Caitlin Wilkes. She stumbles to the ground as there were defenders on the floor. Wilkes will go to the free throw line for another and 1 opportunity. Feltner picks up the foul. Caitlin Wilkes having herself a heck of a ball game. Closing in on double-figure rebounds. Her career high is 10 boards. She's 1 off that. Her career high in points is 24. And with that free throw, she's 1 off that. 23 points, 9 boards for Wilkes. 63-53. The Lady Tigers have opened it back up to a 10-point margin. Matches their largest lead of the day. Feltner working. Free throw line cut off by Lee Stolen. Bertram was right there. She wanted Stone in the corner. Burt took it away. Here comes Lee. Circles into the middle of the lane. Needs some help. Has Pritchett. Pritchett gets the Bertram screen. And needs some help here. Almost drug that foot. She kind of grimaced. Lee has Bertram nearly taken away by Frazier. Back to Lee, 8 to shoot. Lee wants to drive as she's knocked to the floor, throws it away. She was ran into by Feltner. I say throw it away, but that was kind of a tough one. Could have easily been a foul call as Lee gets knocked to the ground. 5:10 to go. U Pike trailing by 10. Free with the basketball for the Bears. Works against Bertram. Stone, walk, no call. Stone throws it looking for Frazier, who has to jump up and just save it in play. Frazier has her shot blocked by Pritchett, and she's fouled by Frazier. A little frustration foul, perhaps. So that's 2 on Frazier, 4 on U Pike as a team. Bertram to Nally. Right side Bertram is bumped, and we've got a whistle here away from the ball. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Lauren Lee. Lauren's first, 3 on the Lady Tigers. Wilkes will check out as Luby will re-enter with 4:39 to go. This might be the final breather for Wilkes. (63-53). Feltner the basketball. Working away from Nally. Needs some help. Out to Frazier. Jab step. Nowhere to go. Has Stone. Stone picked up by Pritchett. Now Feltner again working at Nally. Kicks into the corner. We've got a whistle here on the floor as Feltner's pass out to Colopy was made. She's fouled by Nally. And that's the first on Nally, 4 on the Lady Tigers. So each team with 4 fouls. Feltner out to Stone. Contested 3. Hard. Rebound taken in by Colopy. Put back. No good. Ball is batted around and taken in by Bertram. The Lady Tigers will slow it down a bit. Lauren Lee out front, bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett going to take the jumper on the way, and that is no good. Pritchett may have forced that one. She looks over at the bench and gets a funny look from the head coach here. Colopy, that 3 is off the mark, hits to the left. Trying to save it in play is Stone. Can't do it with 3:35 to play. These two teams have been stuck on 63-53 for a while. U-Pike just 3 points here in this fourth quarter. Campbellsville just 7. 3.5 minutes to go. Lauren Lee. Pritchett off the elbow, looking for Luby, not there. Now Nally will circle. Out front, holding it is Pritchett. Goes opposite the screen, drives at Colopy, and she's fouled. Courtney Pritchett will go to the free throw line here. Katie Colopy with her second 5 on the Bears, so bonus, as I mentioned, the rest of the way for the Lady Tigers. Pettigo will re-enter for Nally. Actually, Pettigo is going to re-enter for Luby, so the Lady Tigers will go a little smaller here. Courtney Pritchett with 20 points in the ball game. Free throw here is good. Pritchett's first trip to the line. 21 for her here in the ball game now. See if she can make it 22. And that one is no good, so it'll be an 11-point Lady Tiger advantage with 3:10 to go. Feltner dumps one down to Englert here, who's pushed off the spot a bit. Now she's going to try a 3. That is no good. Rebound to Pritchett, quickly to Lee. Courtney Pritchett with 21, 8 points away from the 1,000-point mark. Nally left side to Lee. Now Pettigo on the end line. Bertram circles, can't get it to her. Pettigo now has Bertram in the short corner. Pritchett back to the basket, 9 to shoot. Going to go to work against Stone. Shovels one, has Nally. Shot up, won't go. She's fouled by Englert. That's going to be 3 on Mary Englert. 2 shots coming here for Maddie Nally with 2:31 to play in the basketball game. Campbellsville leads by 11, 64-53. Lady Tigers 2.5 minutes or so from tying up the Mid-South Conference standings with U-Pike, or excuse me, with Thomas More. This free throw by Nally is hard. One more for Nally, and this is both, does Maddie. 64-53. Feltner leaves it with Free. Big screen there by Englert on Bertram. Now Englert has it. Looking for some room. Bertram knocks it away, and Bert still on the ground. She dives in on the basketball, ties it up. The arrow goes to the Lady Tigers. What a job by Elizabeth Bertram there. She reached in, kind of tied up Englert, lost her footing. Mary went back and forth. And as she started to go to the rim, Bertram kind of pushed up off one leg, dove where the dribble was going, and just grabbed it. Here, the ball knocked away from Lee, out of bounds by Feltner. They're going to say Lauren Lee touched it, so the Lady Tigers give it right back. 2:09 to play. Free to inbound. Free looking, has Frazier, catches. Spinning away from Bertram. Nally closes in. Nice job by Maddie Nally there using that wingspan. Feltner looking for some room. Throws up an awkward off-balance shot. Free the rebound. Put back no good. Rebound taken in here by Lee. Quickly ahead to Pettigo. 64-53. Campbellsville by 11. Less than 2 minutes to play now. Actually closer to 1:45. Pettigo bounces to Nally. Now Lee. Lee on the dribble. Defended by Feltner. Has Nally right side. They want Pritchett. They've got her. Pritchett working, create space. Shot no good. Feltner the rebound. And she is fouled. So Feltner will go to the line here for UPike as the foul will go against Courtney Pritchett. Feltner 68.6% on the season. Feltner has twice been a Mid-South Conference honorable mention. Caitlin Wilkes going to check back in with 1:28 to play. Maddie Nally will exit. Campbellsville with an 11-point lead to play with here. Nally will stay right there at the top end of the Lady Tiger bench. She'll check back in for defensive purposes at some point, I would think. Free throw by Feltner is good. One more for Sierra Feltner, the Williamsburg, Kentucky native. Came to Pikeville instead of staying at home to play at Cumberland's. Missed that second one. Campbellsville the basketball. 75 seconds to go. Left wing Bertram. Pritchett at the elbow. They want Wilkes. Can't quite get it to her yet. Pettigo with 10 to shoot. Pettigo dribbling down on the end line. Looking for Wilkes. Now Bertram. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bertram lost the handle. And Bertram and Englert are tied up in there. And Campbellsville stays with it. Englert tried to save it and threw it right back to the Lady Tigers. So Campbellsville catches a break, and they'll run off more time. And UPike doesn't appear that they're going to foul here. Bertram bumped by Englert, and now Campbellsville will go to the free throw line as Mary Englert will pick up her fourth. So Campbellsville will send Bertram to the line. Free throw here for Burt is good. .38.5 seconds to go. Campbellsville going to pick up their 22nd win. This free throw for Bertram is good also. 66-54 the score, and a timeout taken here by Coach Clifton Williams. Waiting to get a signal here. A 30-second timeout, and I believe the Bears will advance the basketball with 38.5 seconds remaining. Again, Campbellsville leading by a dozen, 66-54. Caitlin Wilkes and Courtney Pritchett have combined for 44 of the 66 points today for CU. A couple of big performances for those two young ladies. Wilkes 9 of 11 overall shooting. She'll raise that field goal percentage. 66% on the season, entering play today. Maddie Nally back in the lineup for the Lady Tigers here as Coach Ginger High Colvin. Well, offense, defense. Here's Feltner at the free throw line. Jumper no good. Rebound to Pettigo. And there's about a 3-second differential between the shot clock and game clock here. Campbellsville just going to have to get it over, and they don't. Right at the last second, Pritchett pitched it ahead to Lee, and the Lady Tigers will turn it over once more. These two teams have gotten after one another a bit, and a few more turnovers than we're accustomed to seeing by either one. Stone working left side, kicks it out. Frazier, a three over Pettigo, no good. Rebound to Nally. She'll find Pettigo, who will spin away, and the Lady Tigers will dribble ahead to the front court. They'll take the air out of this one, but they will take with them back to Campbellsville, most importantly, a W. And they move to 22-1 on the season, as it is a 66-54 victory. Again, the Lady Tigers now 22-1 on the season, 16-1 in Mid-South Conference play. That will equal the record of Thomas More across the board now. They both sit 22-1. 16-1 in league play. For UPike, this will end their 12-game win streak. They fall to 18-5 on the year, and now 13-4 in league play, and that moves them to just a game in front of Cumberland's for that 4 spot in the Mid-South Conference, that all-important 4 spot as the 4 team gets the bye, and the 5th seed would host a play-in game. So you want to make sure you, at least on that 4 line, the big spots are 1 through 4 to get the bye, the conference tournament, and then after that it becomes the 5 through 8 spots to where you're at least hosting the first round game for the Mid-South Conference opening round, as the head coach Ginger High Colvin will head over and join me here in just a moment. Again, Campbellsville, the 66-54 win over U-Pike, moving to 22-1 on the year, 16-1 in league play. And Coach, it's a long road trip. You know, you get the win over Thomas More on Saturday, and that was not easy. You come to number 21, 4 hours away. There's no easy way to get here, no matter how you slice it. You come a day early, and how about your bunch? There was some it got dicey early. They got a little bit of a lead, but man, weathered that storm, and here you are, another win.
It is, but if you want to play on a level that we want to play on, you have to be prepared for stuff like that. And yes, we're the only team in the country that had to go play number 1, but we played number 1 at home on Saturday, and that was over after Saturday. And we've preached and preached and preached to them how good Pikeville is. And I knew coming up here that it was going to be a fight. They will not back down. Clifton does an outstanding job with them, and they give you nothing. If you're going to go get a win, you have to go take a win. They're not going to make the mistakes and give you the win by any means. And but we found ways. Courtney Pritchett was huge today, and she maintained the focus that we needed everybody to have throughout the game. But that was it's a good win, but it was an ugly win, and it was just kind of ugly on both. Pikeville's out; their leading rebounders out right now, and that makes a huge difference for them. But they're going to fight you tooth and nail to the end, and I think they're one of the best teams in the country. They were low in the conference poll early in the season and didn't get votes early, and that's hard to climb after that. But if there's 10 teams better than U-Pike, I wouldn't like to see them. But I don't think that there's 10 teams better in the country than Pikeville. You know, you talk about Morgan Stamper being out, and that's kind of for a coach, it's almost a little bit of purgatory, right? Because you talk about this kid that is so good, and you know what she's capable of. You've seen her over the last couple of years, and she's an unbelievable rebounder, one of the best that we've ever seen. And you show up here, and she's out. So it kind of sent you a little bit, into some scramble, like how do they adjust and how do they play more without Stamper on the court? That's what you were going to see. And right before the game, you're kind of trying to, make sure that you haven't missed anything maybe. Well, it changes things because the 2 kids he brings in her position can shoot the 3 and shoot the ball really well. So you're asking your 5-man now to go out if you're running man and guarding those kids, and we didn't early. We tried to zone, and we just we were out of sorts a little bit. But Pikeville keeps you out of sorts because those kids know where they are on the floor. They've played together so long. They run their system, and they run it excellent. And they just do an outstanding job with that. So we've got to make sure when we come in, we can't the X's and O's part, sometimes you're going to hit shots, sometimes you're not. But you have to have the intensity every time you step on the floor. And Pikeville had the intensity tonight, and we didn't. I thought one of the biggest plays of the game was Bailey Pettigo taking that charge with 6:57 to go. Yeah. You were up 60-53. They scored 1 point the rest of the way. It was a charge that waved off a bucket by Katie Colopy. But, that was such a big call. Instead of it becoming a 5-point game, it stayed at 7. Monster play, and kudos to BP. I think we came down and hit a 3 after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, that I can't remember.
I almost think we did. I think we came down. And,
let's look. I'll look while you're talking about that.
But it was huge for us, and I thought Caitlin battled and did a good job on the inside today, too. And Kayla came in and battled on the inside, but they're small and they're quick, and they doubled us up. They made us make some mistakes that we don't want to make. And Maddie Nally. I thought Maddie Nally came in and gave us great minutes again. She just continues to do that for us. And she came in and gave us great minutes, rebounding, had a couple blocks, and just did a really good job for us.
And, Pritchett and Wilkes combined for 44 of your 66. They were both knocking on the door of new career best. I think Caitlin just missed a double-double. She had 23 and 9. Courtney had 21, 7 rebounds. A lot of times we sit here and we talk about how you spread it out, or it was some other folks that, you know, do it and different things. Tonight, those two they had monster evenings, especially scoring.
Right. Well, there's times that, that we have to go to Caitlin. There's times that we do, because she's going to have the strength and the size, and if she gets her hands on it, we know percentage-wise Caitlin's pretty solid inside, and we want to be able to run some stuff and get it to her. And even late, we just made crazy mistakes on stuff. Again, Pikeville did a great job defensively, but we're trying to run a play for her, and she takes off too soon and gets an illegal screen call, and we just worked on that stuff. So that shows that mentally we just have to be better in so many ways. But she made big plays. The and one she made down here was a big and one, and she's a force to guard. If she touches the ball in the paint, she's a force to guard, and we have to be able to figure out ways to get her the ball.
We joked earlier this week, I sent you and Miranda Denny a text. I said, Courtney needs 29 to get to 1,000. And Hootie said, well, I just soon see her get all 29 in Pikeville. And I thought for a moment she might do it. She got 21 of the 29, which now puts it's a pretty cool thing to, I think always 1,000 is cool in and of itself. But to maybe do it at home is pretty neat, maybe against Lindsey Wilson. The last time that happened might have been Madison Stewart against the Blue Raiders, that big half-court heave. Maybe Courtney won't have to do it in quite as dramatic fashion, but, pretty neat the way that it worked out. A big performance by her, and it was funny. We had that talk.
It's not to mention COVID, but COVID's you're going to have to asterisk a lot of that stuff when kids get their 1,000 point in 5 years. Courtney's going to get her 1,000 point in 4 years. So that's a big accomplishment. I say she's going to get it. If, everything goes well for us, she's going to get it. And, man, nobody's worked harder for that 1,000. And she was a warrior for us today. She just stayed invested. She played a lot of minutes, and I thought did a really good job. Mary Englert, I will say this, is one of the best teams, one of the best players in the league. I know when we played Thomas More, I was talking about Zoe Barth, but you got to throw Mary Englert in that mix as well. That kid can score inside, outside. She's a warrior. She's a leader on the floor for them, and I'm just impressed with what Mary's done in her time here at Pikeville.
And one thing I want to touch on before I let you go is Maddie Nally and getting out there in 08. You were offense, defense, and she was the piece that you were interchanging a little bit there. But talk to me about her and her development, and especially on the defensive end.
Well, Maddie's long, and I can remember the very first time I laid eyes on Maddie. It was an AAU event in Louisville, and there's this big kid out there shooting mid-range shots, a lot like a Mary Jellick that we had years back. And I love those big, long guards. And I thought, okay, this kid's shooting mid-range. I like that. And we brought her in. And, Maddie's personality, it's just she has just the same temperament all the time. And so we have worked about just on the court getting her to be more aggressive and doing things, and she's a shot blocker. I think she's the all-time leading, or she led the state maybe?
She led the state her senior
year in block shots, and she's gotten more comfortable, and we've even talked about it, and I think kids, when they come in sometimes, even in practice, want to just fly under the radar. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to do anything, and now my next step for Maddie Nally is getting her to shoot the ball, because she can shoot the ball. She cuts tremendously well without the ball, and she always seems to find that open look. I thought she had a big cut, got fouled, got to the free throw line and shot 2 free throws, but she's always moving. But she is an important piece for us, because she does have that length. When you're that long and can block shots, and she rebounds the ball. So I'm gonna continue to stay on her, because I think she's got even another gear that she can get in and just keep giving us more.
Always fun to get back to the Powell Blue Raiders on Saturday. Always a rivalry matchup. You kind of you and John Wethington go way back, and you know what the other wants to do and what you're going to try to do and all of those things. But it's always fun for that rivalry matchup.
It is. I think about it now, and John coached against me. He had just started coaching when I was still playing, and John's one of my best friends. He's just you can't ask for a better guy than John Wethington. He's a great coach. They've been a little snake bit this year with injuries, and they're still going out and playing teams hard. They went up and played Thomas More, a great game the Thursday before we played Thomas More. It ended up being a 6-point game, and they just they play hard. They've got athletes on the floor for them, and he'll have something. Yeah. I promise he'll have something for us when he rolls in.
Well, I'll wrap up and we'll go get dinner. How about that?
Let's do it.
The Lady Tigers get the win. Coach, congratulations.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Sorry they can't make it, but I know they're listening back at home.
I'll tell you, these trips, if you're going to miss one, this trip to Pikeville, it's maybe my least favorite. Once you get here, it's fine, but it's almost like it's its own little island, you know?
It is.
It's not bad when you get here, but
it is.
Getting
But, you know,
here is a chore.
You look up and you see the gypsies there for my mom and dad and their travel partners, Sheila and Joe McGeorge, and Sue and Marshall. We call them the traveling gypsies, and I don't like it when I look up and they're not in the gym, you know, but they're back home listening, I know.
Well, they'll probably be in the area on Saturday, safe to say.
I'd say we'll see them Saturday.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the victory. The Lady
Thanks, Matt.
Tigers knock off number 21, University of Pikeville. The Bears here on the road tonight. Campbellsville, the third-ranked team in the country, holds serve and moves to 22-1, and they knot up Thomas More atop the Mid-South Conference poll or standings at 16-1 on the year. Quickly, the final game numbers here. The Lady Tigers shoot at 44% from the field. They were 24 of 54 overall, 5 of 16 from deep, 13 of 18 from the free throw line at 72%. Campbellsville gets 23 points from Caitlin Wilkes to lead the way, one off her career best. She had 9 rebounds, 9 of 11 shooting, 2 assists and 2 steals for Wilkes tonight. 21 from Courtney Pritchett. She had 4 Edward Jones payouts, 7 rebounds, 3 assists for Swiss in the game. Again, 21 points, moves to within 8 points of 1,000, or Lady Tiger career. Hopefully we get to see that in the Powell Center on Saturday. 6 points each for Lauren Lee and Bailey Pettigo. Pettigo finishing with 6 rebounds. Lee had 4 assists to lead Campbellsville. 3 points for Maddie Boyle. She had an Edward Jones 3 to go with 3 assists, 3 more for Kayla Luby, 2 each for Elizabeth Bertram and Maddie Nally, who had 6 rebounds and a block in the victory. For UPike, they finished 37% from the field, 6 of 26 from